My goodness, guys, 2000 was such an amazing year. I mean, don't call me extra. Bahamas, who let the dogs out, was quite a jam. I think I must have been about 10 or 11 when this jam was released. And, I miss being 10, guys. Like, life had not happened, no bills to take care of. I was still the only virgin in the room. I digress. Scratch that, you didn't hear that. Welcome back to Yoga Pick of the Week. If you're joining us for the first time, feel very welcome. If you've been with us before, welcome back again. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Click like, click share just to promote this page and also to get alerts as new videos are up and running. This week's Pick of the Week, it is billed as one of the most recognizable yoga postures in yoga. It's important for me to say that it's not like a single posture. We're going to do like several of them because I think it's important to look at all of them. So on your marks, get ready, let's do this. Let's begin on the first posture for today, puppy dog pose. So come on to tabletop. Tabletop, you are on your hands and knees, and then I want you to gently slide your hands forward and then see whether you can rest your forehead on the mat. You can always get a blanket for this purpose. So your feet are hip-width distance apart, so are your knees. Your pelvis is directly above your knees, and then the spine is long. Then with an internal rotation of your biceps, you want to see that you can bring your shoulders and armpit towards the floor. Samuel Butler says that the greatest pleasure of being a dog is that you may make a fool of yourself with him. And not only will he not scold you, but he will make a fool of himself too. This is the intention of today's practice. Feel free to be who you are as you find your grounding in most of these postures. Take your last deep breath here. Exhale it all out. Gently find yourself lying on your belly. Just slide yourself forward and lie on your belly. Bring your hands by your sides. Getting ready for the first pose of today, upward facing dog. So in upward facing dogs, you want to bring your palms next to your chest and then just make a slight movement. Lift yourself up slightly and then make a back and forth movement and then slide forward, opening up into an upward facing dog. You can gaze at your feet to ensure that they are hip-width distance apart, knees and thighs are off the mat, and then your spine is growing long. The other way of getting here will be through a high plank, and then you come into Chaturanga Dandasana from last week, and then you come into upward facing dog. And then once you find your upward facing dog, so the basics, your shoulders are away from your ears, your chest is forward and up, kneecaps are lifted and the quads are engaged. The weight is on tops of your feet and of course on your wrists. So you're balancing on the top of your feet. You want to firm up your buttocks, don't clench them, just firm them up. These are mini back bend that is very good for improving the posture, strengthening the spine and the wrists. Find your breath here. You can stay here for 30 seconds, that's about 5 breaths, inhale and exhale, and then you can gently gaze up if it feels good. Then gently, while still on upward facing dog, tuck your toes under and then lift yourself up into a V. We call this the downward facing dog. So basic things on down dog. So you want to make sure that your feet are hip-width distance apart. So you can create a fist with your hands and then find that distance, okay? And then find a stretch. So you want to make sure that your spine is straight, okay? So you want to make sure your spine is straight and then your feet are heavy towards the mat. If this is not possible, you can always roll a blanket or another mat just to create a wedge, and then you can easily support your heels on that wedge and then find stillness in that posture. Still, if you find that you have a rounded back and your feet are not still getting there, you can bend your knees. Feel free to bend your knees a lot or just a little. Once you bend your knees, see how it corrects the posture so your spine instantly becomes straight. And then you want your bum to be suspended in the air, neck is long, the belly button is drawing to your spine, and then you can gently strengthen your feet, maybe straighten your feet just to find that straightness of the feet. and then thighs are slightly rotating inward. Make sure you're not locking your knees. Yes, your feet are engaged, but you don't want to lock your knees. And then if the hamstrings are still tight, it's perfectly okay to bend your knees. And then gently, let's see if they can bring a challenge into this downward facing dog by lifting your right foot up. So you're literally sweeping it, don't like kick it up, just sweep it up softly. And so that you can create a straight line from your feet all the way to your hands. And then gently bring it down, making sure that the hips remain squared at all times. And then find stillness and then lift your left foot up, flexing your toes, hips are squared, and then gaze at your back foot, and then gently bring it down, and then you can shake it all out. And then gently find yourself into child's pose. We'll do a different variation of child's pose where you bring your forehead to the mat, and then your hands are by your sides. And just catch your breath here. Catch your breath here. You did well. It was amazing. Downward facing dog, for instance, is an inversion. So how often do you get your heart, above your head? So to advance the posture, you can do what we call a vinyasa. Vinyasa is what we call a flow. So a flow, you just literally come into high plank, and then you find yourself into chaturanga. We explored chaturanga last week. And then you open up your chest into upward facing dog, gazing up, and then you tuck your toes under into downward facing dog. So this is a very popular movement in most yoga studios, where you come into high push-up, low push-up, up dog, and then you relax in down dog. Yep, down dog eventually becomes a resting pose. Thank you very much for watching. This was nice. Let's seal our class with 3 deep breaths. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. And out. Last deep breath in. Empty. Namaste. Thank you.